Okay, we're going to finish Oversea Under Stone by Susan Cooper. All is well. The interior of the Grail disappeared. The good knows where to find it. The bad doesn't. The children have received a £100 reward, and Barney was rewarded on his quest by discovering the true identity of Great Uncle Merry, Merlin. And behind them, they heard two men from the crowd come up, deep in discussion, looking down into the glass case. Quite unique. Of course, the significance of the description is really to estimate. Clearly runic, I think, strange in a Roman ambience. But my dear fellow, the second man's voice was loud and jolly, glancing round. Barney saw that he was red-faced, enormous, beside his small, bespectacled companion. Emphasizing the runic element surely presupposes some Saxon connection, and the whole essence of the thing is Celtic, Romano-Celtic, if you like, but consider the Arthurian evidence. Arthurian? Said the first voice in nasal disbelief. I should have thought. I should have to have greater proof than Professor Lyon's imaginative surmise. Loomis, I think, would have grave doubts, but indeed a remarkable find nonetheless. Remarkable. They moved away into the crowd. What on earth did all that mean? Said Jane. Doesn't he believe it's about King Arthur? Barney glared resentfully after the little man. And they heard voices from another group passing by the stone case. Surely all theories will have to be revised now. It throws new light on the entire Arthurian canon. The voice was as solemn as the rest, but younger, and it chuckled, Poor old Battersby, all his vaporizings about Scandinavian anthologies, and now here's the first evidence, since Ninnius, of a Celtic Arthur, a real king. The Times asked for a piece, you know, said a deeper voice. Oh, really, did they do that? A bit strong, wasn't it? A fine to shake the whole field of English scholarship. Not at all, said the deeper voice. It's undoubtedly genuine, and it undoubtedly gives clues to the identity of Arthur, and as such it can't be overpraised. I'm only sorry about the last panel. Yes, the mysterious inscription, a cipher, I think. It must be. Those strange old English characters, runic, old Battersby claims. Absurd, of course. Personally, I'm sure there was once a key to them. Lost long since, of course. We shall never know. The voices faded like the rest. Well, that sounds better, Simon said. And they all seem to treat it like a kind of relic, Jane said. I suppose it's what Gummery said, that the real meaning of it wouldn't have been known unless the enemy had got hold of it, and then it would have been too late. Well, the enemy can come look for it as much as they like now, said Simon, but it won't mean anything to them without the manuscript. I suppose that was the key to the ciphers in the last panel the man was talking about just now. Jane sighed. And it won't mean anything to us either, so we shan't know the real truth about King Arthur. And what did the manuscript call him? The Pendragon? No, we shan't know exactly who he was or what happened to him. We shan't know what his secret was that Gummery talked about and the enemy wanted. We shan't know about the other odd thing the manuscript said, the day when the Pendragon shall come again. Barney, listening to them, looked again at the mysterious words engraved on the gleaming side of the Grail, and he raised his head to stare across the room at Great Uncle Mary's tall figure, with the great white head and fierce secret face. I think we shall know, he said slowly. One day. And, that cements it. I guess I will be reading you the rest of the Dark is Rising cycle. That was the first book. I already read you the second book, which was just called The Dark is Rising. The next book is Green Witch. I will probably get to that in about a year's time, unless, if you get excited, drop me a line and say, read it now, and I will try to move it up on the schedule. Otherwise, you'll hear more from the Drew children and Will Stanton when they meet each other in Book 3 of The Dark is Rising, Green Witch. And we'll see you then.